How to find good flips in Hypixel Skyblock. So everyone always talks about how powerful flipping is and how people should be passively flipping or actively flipping because it's such easy money. But no one ever explains how flips are actually found. Sure, I could give you a couple flips that might work for a few days or a few months. Go off my other video because it's still working. But I'd rather show you guys how to actually find flips. Better to teach a man a fish than to give him a fish, you know? One feeds him for a day, the other feeds him for life. You ever heard that saying? Anyways, let's get into it. The biggest thing about flipping is you need to find an item with either very high demand, the faster it sells, the faster you get profit, also the more chance to find a flip, or not very high selling value. For example, Shadow Assassin and Necron Armor is generally a good flip because of the sheer demand, and most of the time you can find flips. An example of a low sell volume item would be an Inferno Apex, however it would still be a bad flip because it's almost impossible to find. A good website to use is a website called AH Tracker. This website is extremely good because it shows so many different things about so many different items. For example, you can look up core and you can find yourself a judgment core. And the reason why this website is really good is you can find peaks and lows for each item, whether within the day, within the week, or within the month, and you can see how the prices get manipulated. So like at the beginning of July, prices for a core was about 400 mil, and it dropped as low as 320, and now it's sitting pretty at about 350 to 360 mil. In the past week, you can see how that changed from 330 to it having gone up to about 355 right now. The reason why these are very important to keep in mind is because you can use these graphs to learn when to invest into items, especially based off of the mare cycle. For example, you could look at Daedalus Axe. Taking a look at the month for Daedalus Axe, you can see where it has risen up to 80 mil and dropped to 50 mil, and risen up to 90 mil and dropped to 50 to 60 mil. So the normal price of a Daedalus Axe is 50 to 60 mil. But when either Diana gets elected or there's this new meta with Magic Find and Chimera Daedalus Axes, you can see it spike up to 90 mil. So you can make a lot of money if you were to buy them or craft them for around 50 mil, wait for Diana to be elected, and then sell them for around 80 mil. This is just one of the things you can do. So you can literally do this for any single item, and you can also look at when they were sold, how much they were sold for. You can also look at all time and how the prices have developed all time with the market and the economy. You can match this with a graph of mayor elections if you really wanted to. There's a ton of cross-referencing you can do to find good, efficient flips that are worth your time. Another good website to use for bizarre flips would be skyblock.bz. I've used this before. I don't really enjoy bizarre flipping, and I don't think it's that good because I think it's really boring. But if you guys do want to use this website, it is a very good tool. I will link both websites in the description. It will help you tremendously when you are trying to learn how to flip, especially. The biggest thing in learning how to flip is you need to discover the variables that affect why something goes up in price or why something goes down in price. It could be the mare cycle, it could be an update. Sometimes update increases the demand for one item and makes another item completely useless. You have to figure out why everything is happening. Not just that everything is happening, you have to figure out why. And that's why to flip, you need to be smart. And if you're not smart, that's why people lose money. Sometimes you lose money from an update and it just can't be predicted. Most of the time it can with leaks and alpha stuff. And sometimes you can gain a lot of money from an update. Like that one dude on YouTube that profited 2 bill off of enchanted grilled pork chops because the Technoblade shot came back for an anniversary event. That's just completely random. You simply just have to look at the margins and demand and decide what will make you the most money. The more you do it, obviously the easier it gets. Buying for low and selling for higher to low ballers can also be done sometimes. And all this is exploiting their lack of knowledge about the item. For example, what I did was one day I saw a sedan head, or a diamond sedan head that was 10 star completely maxed for 270 mil on AH. So I bought it and I was like, man, this would be a great flip. So I put it back on AH for like 315 mil, didn't sell for 2 days. So I took it down, took it to the nearest low baller. He bought it from me for 280 mil. Now, with auction tax, it was only like 7.5 mil profit, but it's just easy profit, and I literally had 10 minutes of work. Probably less because it didn't take that long to find a low baller. So there are just these different things that you can manipulate prices, manipulate low ballers to make easy money. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/theogyadi. I hope to see you guys there, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.